Very good night. You're listening to Lady Smith Black Mambazo. Lady Smith is the name of a town, KwaZulu Natal town near Durban. We've been playing Lady Smith from I don't know when, believe you me, and as a matter of fact, Lady Smith and Mutabaruka was on the same label in America. So we had the opportunity to get all of them CD. Lady Smith, one of the greatest group ever. Well, the leader and founder, Joseph Shambalala, passed away yesterday. That is a big thing. I mean, maybe not in Jamaica still, because most people still don't know Lady Smith on the level where we would have know them still. But in South Africa is a big thing when Joseph dead. I think he was about 78, 79, them we there, about 78. He passed away yesterday. And that really is something, because you know, so you have replacements in Lady Smith band, not band, group, because them perform without music. And them was open to another level when Paul Simon did an album with them. Them open with the next level. But, you know, from ever since, I always talk to Cabo, say, Cabo, you know, if you should have tried to get Lady Smith down here, you know, believe you me, should I try to get, you know, too late still, because the band, you keep saying band, the group, still a perform on a tour, you know, them way there. But it's a loss when we hear say, Joseph Shambalala dead. Believe you me, this is the cutting edge, and I refer. Smith Black Mambazo, Joseph Shambhala, pass away. If you want to see them perform, go up on YouTube and put in Lady Smith. Trust me, man. Unbelievable. 10 of them. No music. Just them voice, them foot, and them chest. Yeah, man. Sweet. So Wimbawe is, you know, a white group sing a tune and say, the lion in the jungle, the lion sleep tonight. And make millions of fight. And the writer of the song was a South African. Up to the other day, well, not the other day, but recently, he have to be fighting to get some money out of that song where them say re-record about 70 at different time. And the man never say no lion sleep in a jungle, because everybody in Africa knows the lion no live in a jungle. And white people come tell me that. But lion is the king of the jungle. No go so. Lion don't live in jungle. Tarzan show and all them like a mad show where Europeans go to Africa and declare. So we accept that as a reality. We accept that as a reality. The man them are sing something different totally from in the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleep tonight. But the song make millions. I think the group and the tokens from them time there. And the man passed now, and his family still a fight. Yeah, man. A serious thing. Paying tribute to Joseph Shambalala, the founder of this group. You're listening to Lady Smith Black Mambazo. Very popular group, win all Grammy and all them something there. Yeah, man. We feel it because, as we say, we know them, we see them perform, you know, we have a kind of kinship with South Africa, as you can hear. Sweet harmonies. You hear the love sound where you hear them a trample at them foot, you know. Yeah, man, at them foot, them a use music, them, man. Serious thing. Lady Smith.
Hi there, I'm Pat Clark. Welcome to Jamaican Roots and Culture. As we observe Black History and Reggae Month, we look at one of our icons in the reggae music industry. The Honorable James Chambers, O.M., born in Somerton, Jamaica in 1948, is known professionally as Jimmy Cliff. He is a Jamaican ska and reggae musician, multi-instrumentalist, singer and actor. Along with Bunny Wailer, he is one of the only two living reggae icons to hold the Order of Merit, the highest honor that can be granted by the Jamaican government for achievements in the arts and sciences. Cliff is best known among mainstream audiences for songs such as Wonderful World, Beautiful People, Many Rivers to Cross, You Can Get It If You Really Want, The Harder They Come, and Reggae Night. He's also known for his covers of Cat Stevens' Wild World and Johnny Nash's I Can See Clearly Now from the film Cool Runnings. Jimmy Cliff starred in the film The Harder They Come, which not only brought international attention to the local film industry, but also helped popularize reggae music across the world. Jimmy Cliff was one of 5 performers inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2010. Jimmy Cliff began writing songs while still at primary school in St. James, listening to a neighbor's sound system. In 1962, his father took him to Kingston to go to Kingston Technical School, where he ended up sharing his cousin's one rented room in East Kingston. Cliff sought out many producers while still going to school, trying to get his songs on records. One night, he was walking past a record store and restaurant as they were closing. He pushed himself in and convinced Leslie Kong to go into the recording business, starting with him. His career took off when Hurricane Hattie became a hit while he was aged 14. It was produced by Kong, with whom Cliff remained until Kong's death from a heart attack in 1971. In 1972, Jimmy Cliff starred as Ivan Martin in the classic reggae film The Harder They Come, directed by Perry Hensel. As the film tells Martin's story, he's a young man without funds arriving in Kingston from the country. He tries to make it in the recording business, but without success. Eventually, he turns to a life of crime. The soundtrack album of the film was a huge success that sold well across the world, bringing reggae to an international audience for the first time. It remains one of the most internationally significant films to have come out of Jamaica since independence. Jimmy Cliff was bestowed Irie FM's inaugural Lifetime Achievement Award in 2017, and the hip strip in Montego Bay was recently renamed Jimmy Cliff Boulevard in his honor. And now, to end Jamaica Roots and Culture, here are some words of wisdom from a Jamaican proverb. Jack Panya Fowl say, "Na pray fi feather, ma pray fi life." The Spanish fowl, which takes a long time to feather up, says it does not pray for feathers, it prays for life, because if it has life, one day feathers will grow. This means one should remain optimistic despite life's trials, because while there is life, there is hope. Jack Panya Fall say, pray for feather, in pray for life. For Jamaican Roots and Culture, I'm Pat Clark.
Yes, Pat Clark. I tell you, Jimmy Cliff. First time I left Jamaica, I was Jimmy Cliff. Cuba. First time I left Jamaica. This is the cutting edge. Rolling Stones, up to today. Yeah, man. Rolling Stone. Gather no mass. Them go all over the place and do what them want to do and left them children in the hands of whosoever. Some of them gone abroad, say them gone go look better, and left them picnic out here at the mercy of gang men, and all sort of criminal activities. Meanwhile, them they are foreign, have more family. It's really a terrible thing when a man have a family in a Jamaica and only for you say him have a family in a New York. And if you don't mind sharp, him have a family in a Florida too. So him have picnic this so, and picnic ya so. And you know the one where they are so always feel the brunt tight. Because Jamaica this name. And some of them do ever come back at Jamaica. Them they are foreign have a wonderful time. Meanwhile, they pick the down and so I grow and become predator. Then become predators on other people until them end up either get shot or go to prison. Meanwhile, them father they over there so with a next family, a next woman. So you know, say you have people who are talking about them baby mother have no connection with the woman. No connection with the woman. When you say your baby mother, the mother of your baby is one thing, you don't have no connection with the woman, but when you don't have no connection with the child, it's terrible. So you find some delinquent fathers out there who believe the mother and the grandmother can take care of things until him done gallivant all over the place. And him can't bring him wife where him have a foreign to Jamaica. Because she went to find out say him have a family in Jamaica and him was just a predator upon she a New York City, a Florida, a Los Angeles, in Atlanta, and even as far away as Brixton in England. So the family structure get broke down seriously because most of the time is the father is the problem. Most of the time. Non-apologetically we are said. Most of the time the father is the problem. That thing when you visa. That thing when you visa, man. May I tell you? When a man get a visa, you know, it's like him passport to heaven. Woman too, but most of the time, the man them get the visa and forget them pick the down here. Most of the time, the woman get her visa and the only reason why she want to go up there is to do some things where the man never had to do here, so which is take care and picnic. And that is even a problem too. Because when the woman are there, you know, the father run up and down here, so you go hear him have another picnic cross, so, and another picnic cross, so. And she there send money down here for mine her one picnic, and he might take the money and I buy Clark booty and I buy Falls eyelash for him girlfriend them. Terrible thing. We need to get back some semblance of pride and dignity in the black man. We are talking to the black man because we say the youth them a get shot down by them friends and by the police. Most of the youth them who get shot now know the person who shot them. Most of the youth them who get murdered now know the person who murdered them. But them can't come back and say it. As a matter of fact, most of the people them in a certain community know who is the girl, who is the murderer too. But them not talk. Because them fear for them life. So the youth them in the communities don't know which way to turn. Because them don't have that male figure to protect them and to guide them. No male figure. It's one thing when you hear say a man have a youth and then some man come shot the father and the youth there by himself. It's another thing when a man have a youth And him gone somewhere else and left the youth for fend for himself. Because I say, boy, I can't always stay with the mother. Or the grandmother. Because you have a whole heap of picnic in Jamaica where the grandmother bring up the picnic. The grandmother. That is when the mother gone a dance. Or when the mother gone go do whatsoever she had to do outside there, especially in the night. She left the picnic with the grandmother. The grandmother sometimes want to go dance too. Because nowadays the grandmother is so young that she a borrow for her granddaughter clothes to wear go dance too. For the same kind of dance where the grand picnic do. Terrible thing, God. Terrible. So when you look on the attitude of Jamaicans nowadays, it leaves much to be desired. Because no respect not there. No respect not there. The woman cuss the same way with the man that fight. The woman fight the same way with the man that fight. Chop up and tear off clothes and nyam up one another and bite one another and all that. So I see two men fight. It's where I see two men. We see two women fight and the woman lick the other woman, you know. And when the woman see the other woman upon the ground, she jump over the other woman, you know. The woman just spin round and hold on upon her front with her mouth, you know, and bite it and she starts scream. All of that in front of camera and all people that turn up and watch. We lose the family. We lose a friend. We lose a friend. We lose brother and brother where used to play marble. And when I tell nobody if we go play marble nowadays still. You know, because them days are done. When I tell nobody if we go do the things them where we used to do when we are picnic. Them days are gone. But we can have a sense of communal living, social living. We don't have that in Jamaica again. Because nobody now talk to one another again. It's not even like someone attack. Even like when you have the iPhone. It's not like you look on the iPhone and communicate with the person nearest to you, both way are going so. It's like you in it. And the only time them you communicate is when them see something outlandish. Yeah, when them see something outlandish, them start to call them friend and say, look here, lad, may I tell you, them don't know, say this is going on at some little gossip business along the line. Nothing edifying. Most of the time, see a youth look on him iPhone. Most of the time. We up there in a 30, 35-year-old. Most of the time, they look at it. It's not nothing to edify them. It's some new music will come out with nasty music. Some foreign news where I tell you about which actor, which dancer, which musician, which artist, they saw this, they saw that, they saw that, they saw. Some new music where them want to hear. But something we're edifying. Don't resemble something where them would really want to log on to. It's almost like it's a criminal thing for actually read something of value upon the iPhone or upon the computer. It's almost like if you're there with a group or your friend them, I mean I talk about young people now, and you start to read something edifying, and if you see them come, you just change it because you know if you want them to say you look on that. But when you look on a man a jump on a woman from out a kitchen or banana or whatsoever them a jump out from, everybody hold up them cell phone and I show the crowd, the group, and everybody get a laugh and I say, which part you get that? I see me, somebody send me this and I show off now, who can show you the worst jump off? or an accident on the road. Who can show you the glorious body on them iPhone? Can't lick down somebody, them a show you the man neck chop off, and them a say, right, till I see me, a man send me that one and I show you now. I show you a man, he want to show you a woman and a man, and next one want to show you a baby. And it go right get, and the more views. And the more views it get. But the one what to edify the youth them doing that. And the father not there to direct what is what and what is not. The father not there. The mother, she is sometimes almost young like the picnic where she bring. Yeah, man. Mothers, almost, because some of them are picnic when they are 12, 13 years old. So that means, you know, when they are 24, them picnic all 12 years old. So you just imagine when that little girl they talk to her mother, or when the mother decides that she begs for the little picnic. No mercy. We're not serious problem, black people, African people. We're not serious problem. Serious. We don't know whether we are going. This is the Cutting Edge on RFM. Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge on RFM. We just talk about the man them, especially the man them who run and left them picnic and make them become predators from we here. Yes. And the man fault, you know. When you see a go on in Jamaica now, a father's fault. Yeah, man. And them cause it. Because if them don't take care of them picnic and be responsible instead of run we left them and gone a foreign and gone go have another breed up and next man over there so around there so. Some man will breed woman and don't even know, you know. Yeah, man. Look, you run up and over the place, some breed woman them and don't even know. Years after you see a woman say a film pic and them say, oh, which part me know you from? And you know, some of them are jackets still, but you have some of them where the mother, as a matter of fact, you have some man who breed some woman in a Jamaica, yeah. And meanwhile, the woman in pregnancy shall look help to do certain things and the man not help her. And she just move away from him. And when the picnic born, she just either deal with the picnic upon her own or find an next man and the man, you know, have a kind of stepfather for the child. And him not even know some of a picnic around there so until long after. Because him have so much picnic all over the place. It's a criminal thing to have so much picnic all over the place and can't look after them, man. Because if them don't look after them, it will be a different thing. But you have man who just show him things all over the place and I go like him not understand how the things supposed to work. You're not supposed to have no picnic where you don't know the picnic or you're not taking care of the picnic. It's so the thing work. It's a law of nature. When you look on the animal, them, you see how the animal, them work, them thing. You know, see it? You look after the child until the child become of age where the child can look after themselves. And even when the child can look after themselves, sometimes the picnic will run come to you for a little thing or a little advice. You're supposed to be there. Yeah, man, you're supposed to be there. It's so it go. It's law of nature. Shakademus by himself. Here we go. Kademus without pliers. So I hear Shakademus mention a little part of the line about leaders are blessed nuclear weapons. Now I want the people them know this if you never know, you know. You see, during the time of the Ethiopian and Italy, when Italy invaded Ethiopia and spray poison gas, mustard gas all over Ethiopia, kill animal, bird, tree, man and everything. You know, say, the Pope Pius at the time, the Pope, this is not no year, say, Because them thing that they panel video, you can see that panel video when it actually happen. Because they make them think they're a documentary. The Pope at the time, before they bomb them, go up on the plane them, he bless them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. Bless the bomb them for go drop disaster upon the Ethiopian people. How can we forget those things? How can we forget it? When a man of the cloth, a man who is supposed to be the representative of Jesus Christ on earth, vicar of Christ, but a defenseless people, bless bombs, for go drop on the people them. And we know, for go talk about we are Roman Catholic, and mad people mad. Any African we talk about him a Roman Catholic, something wrong with him head. Because, you know, Catholic is a universal. Roman means you are almost like a citizen of Rome, a Roman, a universal Roman. That is what you is. Because that is what Catholic mean. Catholic don't necessarily mean Roman Catholic. The word by itself can stand by itself. Catholic is universal. So when you say Roman Catholic, it's like he's a universal Roman under the auspices of the Pope. And the Pope, pious, in at the time during Mussolini invasion of Ethiopia, drop bomb in Ethiopia that was blessed by the Pope in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. Amen. Terrible. The man called Shakademos. I call upon the ancestral spirit to come forward in this time. But the thing is that you'll never be another Marcus Garvey. Never, ever be another Marcus Garvey. So we have to understand now, say, we have to be Marcus Garvey. Yes, we who is living right now have to become. We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are the ones we have been waiting for. Is we. The time is us. This is the cutting edge on IRFM. The elements. That is what we are work with. The elements. And I tell you, man, I wonder if music like all them music will ever get big in Jamaica again. Yeah, with a serious message. You know, not like a frivolous message. You know, the serious message. Philosophical message. Yeah, they find that again. I mean, we hear man talk about prayer and this and that, and God will help you, and, you know, you can be anything you want to be. And with them things that's cliche. That I was some serious philosophical reasoning in a reggae. You know, because a holy pipe did cause people to look again upon this little island, yeah. This little island named Jamaica, because of the philosophy where they come out in the music. You know, the poet them that I say now, when I say poet, I mean the singers them. Because every song is a poem put to music. So when them did I say it, it did really catch the ears of people out there. You know, now we hear certain little argument in our music still, but no serious, like seriously, a project a certain philosophy. You know what I mean? It's like I will it gone back in the where your mother used to tell you and you repeat it. You know what I mean? The Bible say and you repeat it. You know, and, I mean, nothing wrong with it, but outside of that, you must have a philosophical reasoning that is unique to you. You know, like, yeah, you don't have to really repeat everything what people used to say. When I go back to no old-time religion, you know, if it's good for that, it's not good for me. But why you love my new brethren, one of the chaplain them up at the university. I meet him last night at Johnny Black photo exhibition. Yes. He big me up still, but him say one thing. we expect that still as a chaplain, as a Roman Catholic. Him not agree with my religious, well, not even a religious belief, in my understanding of what I was brought up in as a youth I come up. You know, I remember, and my mother can't believe it. My mother couldn't believe it when I started to tell her the man who did christen me, the father we used to call them, long Holy Trinity, is a fat, is almost like a fat white man. And them have this little round thing near to the church back there, and them sprinkle the water for me. That time was like a couple months old, couple months old. And I explained to my mother exactly how the place stay and everything. And she can't believe it, because she want to owe me as a little, almost month old baby. After me reach the age when I tell her, I say, me remember it. Or me could I remember them something there. You understand? And me remember the father. Me remember the father was a white man. And give me the name Alfonso. Because you enter your Christian in a Roman Catholic church, you have to get a name that is of a saint in the church. Yes, even the Orthodox church do it too. When you baptize them, give a name, Ethiopian name. We have something to do with the church. Most of them names have something to do with the church, like Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie is power of the Holy Trinity. You know, you have a whole heap of them, Gabriel Selassie, you know, Kebras, Negas, whole heap of name. Anyway, the reason is that when we find ourselves in a argument that is seriously questioning what we were taught, actually seriously questioning it. Because nowadays, all the youth them now question nothing. And the parents them so young, just like the politician them. The politician them is so young nowadays that them just regurgitate with the older politician them, I say, and feel like them are coming with something different. So you have some youth you know where them are regurgitate where them parents I say and feel like them are coming with something new. But them not coming with nothing new. No, them articulate it a different way. But articulate it a different way don't mean say it's not the same way, it's not the same thing. It just means say you have to do the same thing a different way. You understand? You just say 1 and 1 plus 2 equal 3. You can't say 2 plus 1 equal 3 too. It's not like you have changed up the whole thing. It's just that you have say it a different way, but you come with the same result. So the consciousness elevated itself in the music over the years. And that is what put Jamaica upon the map. The consciousness that was in the music. It's not the rhythm put Jamaica upon the map. It's what was said in between the lines, in between the rhythm. We don't know how much of that now can be expressed and taken seriously. Yes, seriously. Like my experience, when we start say certain things, at the time of a party, and we start to lick certain argument on stage, a whole heap of these so-called, and the most liberal too, liberal white people, I say me is racist, me is this and me is that, and then gets everybody, a whole heap of people get scared. Yeah, a whole heap of people get scared. So Muta come in England and said no good for stay in a white man country too long. And it spread all over in Europe. But the African them decided to say, well, I'm going to go home, you know. Whole heap of people now want to hear that inside our club. They want to say the frivolous, we don't know, gimmicks. Yeah, gimmicks. That is really what them like, gimmicks. Them like, say, a Rasta man a flash him locks. You know, locks flash or him come up with something. Because you have someone that, and you know, them kind of talk. I don't know, but it's like it's not serious. It's not serious. It's just gimmickry. I wonder if that will come back in the music. We just call it quits, call it a day. We just call it a day. Believe you me, this is the Continental Irish FM. We're going to play this. It's long though, you know. We're going to play it still. Because not even 12 o'clock yet. So, catch some now and catch some after 12. Here we go. This is Omar Johnson.
Convention, especially a material object used to represent something invisible. An object or image that an individual unconsciously uses to represent repressed thoughts, feelings, or emotions. An object or image that an individual unconsciously uses to represent repressed thoughts, feelings, or impulses. One thing you got to understand about white supremacy, because it's covert, it puts all of its true messages in its symbols. Its symbols. What is the symbol for Nabisco products? What is the symbol for Chevrolet cars? What is the symbols for the Catholic Church? If you investigate the symbol, you'll really see what they really stand for. Symbols are your key to really knowing what you're getting into. The problem is we are symbol, as Professor Griffin would say, who does a whole thing on symbolism and hip-hop, we are symbolically illiterate. Black people cannot read the symbols. Next slide. What is a poltergeist? A ghost, spirit, or embodiment that manifests itself by moving and influencing objects or people. The white Jesus influences black people to act a certain way. And as one brother said last night, it's a what? Passive and effeminate white Jesus image. Next slide.
Wait, it's not like that.
How do symbols work? They clarify ambiguous information. They condition a mind and spirit into a certain belief system. They regulate thought and behavior by influencing imagination and freedom of mind. It's very hard to put a symbol out of the mind forever. Remember, your mind is like fertile soil. You plant a seed in it, sooner or later it's going to grow. That's why it's so dangerous to let our babies watch and listen to anything they hear, because you don't know how the seed is going to sprout. I'm getting sick and tired of black parents telling me, I didn't raise him like that. I didn't raise him like that. I know, but you let the TV raise him like that. They teach overtly racist beliefs and values without the use of words. White Jesus is just a picture, right? It's harmless. Anybody see the white Jesus in Brazil? Or is it in France? I think it's Brazil. They have a white Jesus on top of the mountain. Yeah, Brazil is the blackest nation outside of Africa. And it's just as big Jesus. And everybody looking like that's innocent. You're missing the whole something. Even though this country is mostly black, it is still ruled by us. That's the message. And we miss it all the time. Next slide. When people are not sure what to believe or think, they use symbols. Symbols can be very powerful because images direct and control direction in which beliefs and thoughts will take form. Let me ask you a question. Everything in your mind is stored as a what? Image. You do not store words. Everything in the brain is codified in a symbol. That's why in ancient Kemet, the entire language was based on pictures. You know why? Because the mind would be able to readily learn it and readily do what? Store and memorize it. Everything is turned into an image for the mind. Nothing is stored as letters. Okay? When I say Jesus, you automatically think of a white person. You know why? Not because you ain't conscious, but every image of Jesus you ever saw was white. Your unconscious can't help but bring that up. That's all you saw your whole life. Now, can you uncondition it? Yes. Yes. But the first way you got to uncondition is by doing what? Not strengthening the image that's already there. Get rid of the white Jesus at home. Problem is we still got him hanging around. Next slide. Symbols and images are very important to the falsification of consciousness, as the senses cannot be turned off. The pictures that are continuously played before the eyes will eventually permeate the unconscious and begin to direct behavior. What did Adolf Hitler say? Adolf Hitler said it doesn't matter how ridiculous the belief. If you constantly feed it to the people, sooner or later it will take hold, because the mind is soil. The mind is soil. Next slide. Next. A white Jesus is a much safer yet more powerful way of saying the white man is God and superior to other people. The D.L. Hughley show on CNN is a much safer way to say black men are imbeciles and idiots incapable of serious thought and analysis than coming out. How many of y'all remember when President Obama was running for president, D.L. Hughley had a comedy show on CNN? You remember that? Now CNN is a what? News network. Is it a comedy station? No. But D.L. Hughley had a comedy show. Remember, he had Freddie Mac. Remember, they had the mortgage crisis. Freddie Mac was a black pimp with a fur coat. And who else did he have? I think Sally Mae was on it, who was one of his pimping ones. This was on CNN. And D.L. Hughley played the part. Okay? The whole thing was to do what? Poke fun at the fact that you had an African-American running for president. But nobody looked at the symbolism. Extensive use of blonde hair by black mothers is a much safer way of teaching black girls that African hair is ugly and undesirable. Everybody saw Chris Rock good hair? If you didn't, you need to see it. Okay? Because the way we teach elementary to our daughters is absolutely ridiculous. Next slide. Next slide. Y'all remember this? That is Reggie Williams. He played for the New Orleans Saints. He was like the #1 draft pick or one of the
Ricky Williams.
Reggie Williams. Ricky Williams. And look what he did. He posed for the front of ESPN magazine in a wedding gown. Now most people, y'all didn't see this? Oh my gosh. Now let me ask you a question.
I thought that was a woman.
Now this man is about 310 pounds, solid muscle.
That's
right? Solid muscle. And he does this. Right? You know what they're saying? And the only thing a black man can be next to the white man is his, and I'm not going to use the vernacular. Okay? Look at that. The most powerful running back in the NFL at the time. He was the man. Gets in a wedding dress. When any brother in here get in a wedding dress, the pose on the front of a national magazine, what he did. The power of image. What is that telling you? That you ain't no man and I ain't no man. This ain't no man thing. I'm your coach. You my.
Look at another line. Rick, that did take the punch.
Exactly. Next slide. Every time you speak, you convey an image to yourself and the listener. Each word helps to build the image like each color helps to paint a picture. This is why we must choose our words carefully to ensure the listener is creating the right image to accompany the statement in his or her mind. Next slide. Black people are free. I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by images. If I said black people are free, you get one image. If I say black people are physically free, that's a different image. Because now I qualified the freedom as only being physical. Look at the last sentence. Black people are in mental bondage. That's a whole nother image. Now it looks like all three statements mean the same thing, don't they? No, they don't. This one gives you a more powerful image that is what? More realistic of our true state of affairs. The one at the top is what? The least realistic and false. Next slide. Words are symbols, which is why you have Barack Obama is African American. That's another image in your mind. Barack Obama was born of a white mother. That's something totally different. Are y'all with me? This is key. I'm trying to get you to see how when you read books and when you listen to the media and the radio, they use words strategically to conjure up what? A certain image in your mind, and that's how they brainwash. Next slide. The school district of Philadelphia doesn't properly educate black children. The school district of Philadelphia does a poor job of educating black children. The school district of Philadelphia miseducates black children. You see? Choose your words carefully. There's an ancient Indian expression that says be impeccable with your word. Because everything you say out your mouth creates an image in the mind of the person that you're talking to, and you want it to be exactly what you want them to see when they hear you. Next slide. Try to condition yourself to picture the images you want to convey in your thoughts while you're talking to enhance the quality of descriptions you use to properly convey your idea. Next. How can we get the minds of our children back when their heads are filled with images of gangsters, athletes, and entertainers? We allow them to feed themselves an image diet of negative pictures and get mad when they begin to act like the pictures we have allowed them to ingest. Did you hear what I said? Pull your pants up. Why you got your hat on backwards? Why you got a do-rag? Because that's all my subconscious has been given by you. You let me buy this stuff. You let me listen to this stuff. And now we got a whole set of popular sitcoms on TV with what? Homosexual couples. So the kids are going to start acting it out and not even know why. I have kids come to me, Mr. Johnson, I don't know why I do what you do. And I say, I know. Because you've been conditioned. You're under the influence of a poltergeist. Next slide. These four things are the sources of our most powerful images in brain. TV, radio, newspaper, and real-life experiences, which is why role modeling is key for black children. We have to be good role models for our children, and we cannot expose them to negative role models, even if they are blood relatives. That's his uncle. I don't care. That's his big brother. I don't care. That's his cousin. I don't care. Why should you keep your child further away from a blood relative who's a negative influence than a stranger? Because the blood relative has more influence over him. Y'all follow me? That's the one he absolutely should not be with. Next. Television is the number one weapon used by white supremacy against black people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Black people fed image diet of degrading material about themselves, godly material about Europeans. There's no way you can watch this amount of negative imagery and not be affected by it. It's impossible. You can't turn your brain off. You can't listen to rap and not be influenced by rap. You can't watch a white sitcom every day and not be influenced by the white sitcom. You can't read a certain magazine every day and not be influenced by it. Well, how can I say that? How can I say that you cannot be influenced by it? Because you have a conscious mind and you have an unconscious mind. Which one is more powerful? The unconscious mind. That's why we say I'm never going to use profanity again. I'm never going to use profanity again. Then it slips out. Do you want to know why? Because the unconscious is much stronger than the conscious mind. That's right. That's why you be talking and you boom. Next slide. Next slide. Next one. Next one. Willie Horton and George Bush. A convicted murderer was released for a weekend visit during which time he robbed and raped more victims. Dukakis and the Democrats were winning big in this presidential election until George Herbert Walker Bush, we're talking about Daddy Bush, paid for this image to be flashed on TV screens across America. Next slide. Boom! I remember this. He was losing the election. George Herbert Walker Bush was losing the election. And somebody said, how are we going to get white folks to start voting for us so we don't lose? Put a black image up there.
Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge on RFM. The time is 12 o'clock. Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge. We just listen to Omar Johnson and talk about symbols and how black people don't recognize how symbols is used to control the mind. And him talk about the media, the most powerful mind-controlling element amongst the people right now is the media. And when we talk about media, we are talking about what the media offer. It offers music in entertainment, sports in entertainment, news, not entertainment, and opinions. That sometimes is not entertainment. Now you have some people who argue that the music influence nobody if you do nothing. It's poor parenting. That is a big lie. That is in itself is a big lie. Anybody will say that, keep saying it, or hold on that argument is really, well, they would say a nincompoop. Nincompoop, if you ever hear that word yet. If you say that music don't influence people, I don't know which part you live. Because the music saturates your mind with a certain thinking because of the symbolism that it projects. And when you hear a man talk about ganja all the while, and you hear the music just talk about ganja, and oh ganja this and oh ganja that, it really helps to push the idea of the use of ganja. It resonated in the minds. We can talk about other things. We can talk about all money. We can talk about love. You know, we can talk about gun lyrics. All of the things them that we hear music project continuously. So a youth right now is bombarded not with love songs. When him turn on him iPad and turn on to YouTube, him not look for love songs. Him a look for the latest gangster song. That is what the media push. Whether it's in the dance, whether it's the popularity of it through whatsoever medium them use to popularize music, that is where him go after. If you have a situation where a man a push Africa, it must resonate. It must resonate. If you might push Jesus Christ, it must resonate. So you have different radio stations doing different things. So you have a gospel radio program where for those of us who is into Jesus Christ and gospel music can get away from the Africa talk and the gun lyrics and the lovey, and just deal with Jesus. But then within that meditation, there's a next symbol. And the symbol is a visual symbol. And for hundreds of years, African people have been bombarded, as it hears Umar talking about, the symbolism of a white Jesus. The symbolism of a white Jesus, that when you say Jesus, your first thinking is the symbol that you see, that you grew up with. And it's very difficult, even when you talk about he's a black man, this and African this, it's very difficult to move your mind away from that symbol of this man pan a cross, this white man pan a cross, or that picture that have him heart protruding through his chest, or that torn wrap around him locks, him golden locks, flowing upon him shoulder. Very difficult for you to get that symbol out of your head. So people who claim, when you ask them, say Jesus is away, say Jesus don't have no color, that's impossible. It's impossible and it's ridiculous and it's stupid to continue talking about Jesus don't have no color when you are praying and say color. If you're praying to Jesus Christ, it's a man you pray to, not a man the name so, according to them. It's a man the name so, they know you're going to pray to somebody who don't have no color. It's like a man who look at me and say, him not see no black man, him not see no white man. I don't like nobody will tell me that. I as an African man turn up in front of him and him and say, him not see no black man and no white man. Then what kind of madness is that? A madness, because he's a black man. He's a black man. And if you say you don't see no, you don't see. If me stand up in front of you and say, you don't see no black man, that means say, me don't want to have you as no friend. Because the reality is that politically we're black and politically we're white. But there is a tendency to say that, and that man is more brainwashed than the man who say black man or white man. More brainwashed. If a black man turn up in front of you and say you don't see no black or white, then there's something wrong with your eye, man. Something wrong with your eye or something wrong with your mind. Something wrong with your mind. Because the only thing that them conceive that do have no color is God. And if you think very hard as a human being, which is that them put it as, because people say God is a human, God is a E. So from the mere fact that him add E to it, he might deal with a human being, not an animal he might deal with. Because him reading a book will tell you say, God create man in his own image. So right away he might tell you about a man. My problem with that statement, about God create man in his own image, God create the cow. In Ufa image, him create the cow. God create the elephant. In a Ufa image, him create the elephant. The statement kind of get ridiculous because if you tell man, if you say God create man in his own image and you start say God is a man, everybody look by you and say, yeah, idiot, oh, God can be man. Image is a projection. Image is not a mental thing. The word image, if we have the name, if you have the word to mean what it says, you know, it's a projection. So if you say God create man in his own image, you would have look for someone will look like you. I really wrong for you think that. I want never wrong for you think it. Why is it that we keep saying God create man in his own image? Or we know the image of God? Or we know the image of God? What is it that when we say God create man in his own image we're talking about? Because we have to project a symbol. Whether the symbol is human, animal, or something, and most of the time it's not a place we are talking about. We could have talked about a thing, but nobody wants to say God is a thing. It. Nobody wants to call God it. So the image is an external. So the image is an external thing of an individual, a place. Well, you never say place, but image is an external manifestation of something. That means that when you see that thing, you can relate it to something else that is known. So when I say man is God, a man say, oh, that is possible. God is not man. God will have no color. But to tell you, say God make man in his own image. And if God make man in his own image, and you want to go with that statement, who made the cow? And what image did the cow, what was the image that the cow was made in? Or the goat, or the lizard, or the pig? What image was the pig made in? Would it be wrong if a man say, him a worship the image of a goat because the goat is a manifestation of the image of God? Would it be wrong? Because we reach a level now where we anthropomorphized God as human and have human characters. And black people tend to do it more than most people because that all of the philosophy, all of the ideas about God is where come to him in the Western world through the eyes of a next person or a next group of people. So the symbols that we use is always reflective of not the African mind, because if you go and start to use symbols that is African, you're going to go here, so now you're going into some devil thing. Yes, you're going into some witchcraft and underworld thing, which when you look on all of them symbols there, you know, if you ever go in Europe, man, and look on all the churches in Europe, you see some symbols there with some horn depicting whatsoever depicting. See some horn and some teeth that come out of it and some man we can fly and all them something there. Man will not have no body but have wing. All sort of symbolism that is projected. And them no see it as nothing, you know, but we embrace these things. We embrace them because when we look on our thing, it comes to us so ridiculous to embrace the traditional, we could say artwork, the symbols that the arts of Africa project. When we know, say, when you look on the hieroglyphics, on the pyramid them, and you see a body, a human body with a arc head, a human body with an animal head. Right away, the religious mind or Christian mind reject that. Yeah, them reject that. Them might say, no, so them think that devil business, the man have human head, and devil think that. But that is the same projection in the same religion where the European give them. Same religion. Because if you have a project a snake in your mind and say the snake is the devil, you get caught. You get caught. And if you have a project now and say, God made man in his own image, and if you take that as how it is, and then you start to internalize it, now you go here and say, no, it's not so it mean. When you say God made man in his own image, it don't mean say man is God. But really and truly, that's what I said, the image is a physical manifestation of something. Let us make man. Us is more than one. Us is more than one. So the writer is using him language and the written word to project something on you that when you start to decipher it out, you say, no, you're not supposed to decipher it. Just take it as it is written. Just take it as it is written. Don't decipher nothing. What you talk about? What you going to decipher the word of God? But it is there for you to read it. And they will say it is there for you to read it, not to question it. So when we come identify and say, we are dealing with anthropomorphic now, which is not, we are making God characteristics into human, which the Egyptians them used to do it. Yoruba tradition do it. You know, if you go down in a Zimbabwe, them do it. And a whole heap of other little, what we call nations, what them want to call tribes, do it. But we were taught not to do it. So them put a cross and put a white man upon the cross and then say, this symbol is what resonates in your consciousness. For thousands of years, it must resonate in your consciousness. Say, a man died for your sins. One man. As a man, and not only that, him died for rectify the sin of a man named Adam. And no man never named Adam, you know, no individual man never named Adam. But that is what them put in you and them project that in your head. So him dead for your sin. Though you die, you shall live. So you need to be resurrected. And African people internalize those symbolisms. So now we have symbols that is more powerful than what you call the written word. Symbols. Symbols run the world. Symbols run the world. If you look at that direction, and you see an arrow point, the head of the arrow go point right, and you reach on a dead road, and you see the arrow point right, it means that you must go right without any word there. Without any word, you know so you're supposed to go right. Not to mention the stoplight with those 3 colors. Everybody know what the colors they mean. Because it's symbols that is controlling your movement when it reaches stoplight. Red, stop. Amber, get ready. Green, go on where you go. Symbols. When you have a car and you look on the dash, you look on the things them on the dashboard, you see different symbols there that can tell you, say, that part there of the car, something wrong with it. That part there are the brakes. And them use symbols, not words. Them don't use words, them use symbols, and you have to know the symbols them by looking at the manual. So them use symbols. Black people are still not been able to decode symbols and how deep the idea of symbols is to the control of the human mind. Our mind react to symbol more than to words. Right now, our mind react to symbol more than to words. When you drive and you see a policeman down the road and them hold up a man at the ear with them palms open out, they might tell you to stop. That is symbol. When you drive go down the road and you see a whole heap of car and the police going down the road and them go so and I move a man and I go move a man, you might tell yourself, don't stop, go on where you go. Don't block the road. That is symbolism. Him not say nothing to you up to now. Up to now, him not say nothing to you. Him just a shake him man and a move him man. He might tell you if you go. Him hold up him man at the ear and hold out him palm that you can't see the middle of him palm. He might tell you if you stop. When you drive on the road and you see one lane and you see somebody come out with a red piece of cloth, they might tell you to stop. When they move the red piece of cloth and put the green cloth, they'll tell you, say, all right, you can't go on now. So symbols is used every day to control people. And sometimes it's so deep that even when you don't see the symbol, it resonates in your consciousness. And we can talk about religion and politics when we deal with that. How those symbols resonate in your when you lay down on your bed. You know, people talk about sacrifice. Sacrifice is symbols. Because you have certain nations where you used to sacrifice children, like the Jews, the Israelites, the Mayan, you know, people in Papua New Guinea, a whole heap of place, even in Massachusetts, in Boston, them used to have sacrifice, human sacrifice. The human sacrifice, most of the time, is offered up to an invisible God. Human sacrifice, like Jesus. Jesus is a human sacrifice, according to the story. It was offered up as a symbol for your sins. Not my sin, your sin. So them use that manifestation for sure you say, this lamb, this goat, is not really the goat is the thing, but is what is symbolized. There's no man body that have animal head, but is what is symbolized. So we have to decode the symbols. So when you say in a certain nations, and I don't talk about the hieroglyphics, and when you hear religious people, like Christian people that says devil thing, it's because them don't know what it mean. Them don't know what the symbol mean. It's like when them see you with an anchor on your neck. Them don't know what that symbol means, so them demonize it. And most of the things that is outside of the Christian way is demonized to be of the devil. So like an anchor on your neck now is supposed to be a devil symbol. Yet still a cross with a dead man on it is something more elevating than an anchor. What kind of craziness is that? A person wearing a cross with a dead man hung on it is a symbol that Jesus Christ died on the cross and everybody walk around with a dead man on a cross around his neck. And you have a ankh that represents life. In hieroglyphics, life, it represents life. And people say that devil symbol. Now, why would I want to wear a dead man on a cross on my neck instead of wearing an ankh that means life, which is a letter, is a word, life, symbol, life. The womb is represented on it. Phallic symbol is represented on it, which is the completion of human life. The greatest part of the ankh is the hole at the top in the womb. It's life. Why on earth would I want to wear a symbol of suffering and shame with a dead man nailed on a cross and put it round my neck and go buy a gold chain with the same dead man on the cross, buy silver chain with the same dead man, wear rosary, if you go to a Roman Catholic church, with the symbol of this dead man on the neck and put that round your neck and walk up and down around the place with it. And if you don't mind sharp something like first time Roman Catholics, this is Roman Catholics, they wear rosary around them neck. A rosary is like a beaded thing, at the end of it you have a cross with the dead man upon it. And if you have passed Holy Trinity Cathedral Church, if it's a Roman Catholic church and you have one, them kiss it. Them kiss the dead man upon the cross. Who teach you that? Remember when we used to drive in a bus and go home, and when I pass it, you can't know everybody in the bus who are Roman Catholic. From them I pass Pandan Street, Holy Trinity Cathedral Church, them all of them rosary and kiss the dead man upon the cross. And I say, wow. When you look back upon it now, you say, wow, how them get you to do that? How them get you to immerse yourself in that thinking to the point where you don't ever think about it. They put a thing in your head that you don't ever think about. And then by ash Wednesday, them have your mark across by your head with ashes. Ashes. It's a symbol. It don't have nothing to do with nothing, you know. Well, it has something to do with something, but it's not like it's the beginning and end of life. And we who get conscious in our consciousness, and we decide, say, it is preferable to wear an anchor on my neck because the anchor represents life. It's in a different language, but at least we decipher the language and know say it means life. So we decide, say, life is better than death because to the living, life is better than death. I don't know about your next man who feels say death is the better part of life. I say life is better than death. And anybody tell you different, it's lie. He might tell because he never experienced that yet. If you come know that, so it's lie, he might tell. I say, I prefer life. So anything that represents any symbol that is of African origin, that represents life, I am all for it. I am all for it. Because the cross is a Roman. Them use it to hang people. And I don't believe if it going from ancient times until now. I know see no hang with no dead man hang upon it. Most of the times when the Romans them have the cross, it's for hang people who has committed an unlawful something. How can that be something of African mind? Let an African mind do these things. Some of us say we're African, but we're not African really. Because to be African is more than just physical. To be African is more than physical. It can't be just because you're black. It has to be something more than that. In at this time, I declare that. And you have Rasta, who is embedded in these symbols to the point where him also will die for it. Not even dead feet, but we have all sort of justification and reasoning why these symbols are very important and significant to him. And when him know when I'm heart of heart say, it will come from that old-time religious perspective. Old-time religion perspective. Where we need for growth, right? Yeah, man, we need for growth, right? All the things are all up, we need for growth, right? As African people who are moved towards a more consciousness, there's something we have to shed. Yeah, like you have to scrub your skin. Yeah, you have to scrub your skin, you know, bleach your skin, you have to scrub it. You understand? You have to scrub it and take off all of the residue of colonialism and slavery, of white supremacy, of racism, and all the other things them. And scrub yourself and take it off away. And return to ourselves. Ourselves. And don't make them use for them thinking and ways to come project power to make we feel like say everything where we come up with in our consciousness. It not gonna work because when you reason it out, using for them reasoning, you come up blank. Because that is really what happens. Most of the time when you walk out of them for them thinking, the only reason why you think look illogical and irrational is because you use for them way of solving things. And make it feel like say, boy, you're wrong because you never come up with how it's supposed to come up with. The only thing that's universal is mathematics. And mathematics can get you out of everything. But for the mere fact that you come out of the maths and gone into a thing that was taught to your grandmother and your great-grandmother and your grandmother, and you start to project it by yourself and realize, rotted, you know, so my grandmother used to say this, and my grandmother this, and my grandmother that, and you realize, but instinctively you say it can't go so. And you start to go in at your baby self, not what your baby self before your grandmother started to tell you this, and your grandmother started to tell you this, and your mother started to tell you this. You start going at your baby self, and you realize, your baby self more truthful to yourself than your grown-up self, where you come learn things where people put in your head. Yeah. Sometimes if you think like a baby, you get out of the problem quicker than where you come learn as of now. And we're not talking about in all cases, but we're talking about even in the indoctrination, or them indoctrinate you. And you can't really work outside of them way. And that's the problem with we. When we think, we can't think outside that them way. See, because everything have to be concise, have to package. You have to package everything according to how you did learn it. You see it? And there's no way, according to how you did learn it, you'll come out with a different point of view. You know, come out with a different point of view because it done set already. It done set to elevate one group of people and dehumanize a next group of people. And the only way it can benefit you is if you metamorphosize yourself and become them, which you can do it, because a lot of us do it. A lot of niggas is out there doing it. Metamorphosize themselves, and even though them become butterflies, but them still act like caterpillar, crawling, instead of them fly away like the butterfly. Them still crawling. This is the cutting edge on RFM. All symbols and all symbols is used against us as African people. You know, and we have to recognize the importance of these symbols around us. Because it don't just dead us all. You know, see, somebody meticulously place them there to have a certain effect or a certain result. Symbols are there to have a certain result or a certain effect. You know, undoubtedly, you know, we may look at it as a simple thing, but it's true. And if you go to Europe, symbols like warriors there. You know, that's why you have people that make statues of people. Statues are symbols in recognition of the person who it is placed there for. You know, what kind of thing them offer, whether to humanity or to a specific discipline. You understand? So it's very important, very, very important. You know, people look at statue. Statue is not just, Europeans love to use statue. They love statue of people. You go to Europe, you see statue like wow. Yeah, man. Statue like wow. But it's not only Europeans do it. You go out in Africa, you see statues like wow. You know, and them use the statues. You know, masks. You have masks where in Africa they were represent a certain thing or a certain discipline. And when you see it, because it is African, you know, people say, no, sir, I don't have them something there. I don't have them something there. Even them Africans same way. It's amazing. It's amazing that you have rabbit, Easter soon come now. Which holiday are come now? Easter? No, right? I forget now. No, February, yeah. April or Easter. But you know you have something named Lent. Symbol. You know, and then them put what them call rabbit and egg. All the hell that come up in the Easter, what that have to do with Easter? That egg and rabbit. That no, not a biblical thing, that Easter. As a matter of fact, I don't really see no rabbit mentioned in the Bible. You know, there's certain animals that is not represented in the Bible. You know, you have certain animals where they're more than 2 times, 3 times, but certain like rabbit. I don't remember seeing anything about rabbit in the Bible, but people have rabbit in a Easter, and them have egg, you know, purple egg. That don't have nothing to do with nothing more than them put it there, because it represents something that we don't recognize. We have to dig deep to find out what it is. You know, and them say ignorance is bliss, but sometimes ignorance is what hurt you, because you don't know. You know, me and a brethren a reason yesterday, well, the chaplain. I want you know the chaplain, you know. Because I don't want to go certain place, you know. When I say go certain place, I mean certain reasoning. If I don't want to go in a certain reasoning, but I have to go into the reason, brethren. I have to go in there. You know, we are talking about Christianity. Him as a Christian, as a Roman Catholic too, with a Greek name. black, whatever, Greek name, you know. I don't know, because we have English name, you know, different. Anyway, the brethren I show me say, I must concede that the church has done a lot of good things. Must concede that. And I am conceding that the church has done good things. Same like the Don in the community. Same like the done in the mafia. They do good things, they help the children, them and them thing there. But when you look on it, you recognize the Dan who do good things in our community. And we are talking about Dan, we're not talking about the Dan them in the garrison them in Jamaica. We are talking about the Godfather Dan them in the Italian mafia. You know, Al Capone, Dillinger, all of them people that used to do good things. Yes, they murder people. Who forget the murder where them commit? Because you say, if you do 1 million good things in your life, and then the next day you're going to murder somebody, trust me, you go to prison for the murder, and you might get hanged for the murder, depending on how you murder the person too. So, it's usually as a man tell me, say the church do good things. When me knows the church is responsible for a whole heap of crimes. Even today, as we speak, they are committing crimes against humanity. So, the good that you do yesterday get wiped out by the bad that you did today. So I am recognizing that we have to have an understanding somewhere along the line that we have been duped. We have been duped by the establishment. The establishment that people say, you can't judge somebody. Leave all judgment to God. But you have a courthouse. You have courthouse where you carry people and one man sit down there and judge them. Or 12 people sit down over there so and judge the one man. People use these words frivolously, continuously, I say, why? I bet I just leave our judgment to God, you know. Leave our judgment to which God? You know what wicked man I walk around the place where do things, evil things against children, against old women and old men. You know what wicked things these men do? So when you catch them, what you must do? Just allow them, make them go on and just leave our judgment to God. No, don't work that way. Don't work that way. That is just language being spoken and you keep speaking it and talk it, and you expect say yes, like a man say, pray for him. Pray for him, you know, and change him ways. That now gonna make him change him ways till you pray for him. Just like how you can't pray for storm stop, and you can't pray for hurricane blow away, go away. People who hear earthquake shake everybody turn Christian immediately. Yes, like him turn Christian, they're gonna make the next earthquake don't shake. Yeah, sir. These are things that we have in our consciousness. We put it in our head. It's inside our head, in our brains, it's there. And if we not think it now come out, because one thing leads to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Because we're not thinking. You know? I say it all the time, a man foot broke and my accident come and a man foot broke and I say, thank God, him 2 foot broke. What the hell are you talking about? One foot broke and you thank God, say me about 2 broke him 2 foot. I don't know that. I don't know them joke there. Because I said, why the hell did you broke the first foot? That is my talking. That is my thinking. Why would you want him? So, well, God knows best. You love somebody and out of nowhere, a car just come lick down to somebody, boof, kill him. And then you come say, well, you know, God knows best why I'm taking life. No, sir. God don't know no best right there, so. There's no best about that. And these are the arguments that them give you. You know, thank God me have life, as long as me have life. You don't just want to have life. Because the whole heap of people have life and it's crazy. The whole heap of people have life and lay down on the roadside. As a matter of fact, certain pain rise people are going through a better them dead than stay alive. The agony and pain when them are going through a better them dead. And the pain just gone. There's no life, there's no pain in death. There's sorrow in death because of the ones who live in and see that you die and love you. So them feel sorrowful. Nowadays people reject a whole heap of things, but they reject it for the wrong reason. You know, the past not tell you all these things for years in, year out, year in, year out. It don't work, not again, and people go and realize it's not working. And go search for a mindset that is beyond what we were taught and how them brainwash we. Brainwash, like our brains dirty. Them brainwash and then put in something else in our brains. That's very difficult to come out. African people have to wake up. We've been down so long. It's time to rise up. Recognize the situation. 400 years of humiliation and indoctrination that we call education is really mass manipulation. It's not a crime to rhyme. This is the cutting edge. The man said to a black and poor is a terrible thing. Man, I told you, you that you know what store I'm going to England or even in New York. You're going to some small supermarket, convenience store, and you go down the aisle, and all of a sudden you see a man come down there and fix the thing them on the counter. And when you go around the other side, you see him come around there and fix things on the counter. And I fix down the counter, I watch him and watch you. Because you're black.
Shell motor.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Good reason, you know. Yeah, man. The culture, all the black people every day. Yeah, fire.
Yeah, man, I'm there, man.
Yeah, man, like me I say, is that I love the culture how we are push it on the Black History Month, you know.
Yeah, man.
Totally through the year motor you do it, and it's the essence of the mind of all the people them captivated, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Real, man. But the real power, they know the mind, because that's the energy they know.
Everything in the brain, man, everything.
Yeah, man, just the thought them with the people them have. You know, the thought them just, our thoughts of them get controlled by the thought, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, but the real energy they know the culture we have put steady, you know?
Yes, Bridget, give thanks. Yeah, where you call from, Bridget?
Yeah, no, so I call from the West Poland, daddy.
Oh, yeah, what is so?
Yeah, man. I recall the last time I tell about the number business about the decade. And
okay, yeah.
More time I call about it for time. More time I never recognize.
I recognize, yeah,
sometimes I call out long, you know?
Yeah, man. Well, give thanks to the call and give thanks to go and listen, you know what I mean? There?
Yeah, man, listen on the power, man. Listen is a very powerful thing, man. So give thanks to the energy, you know?
All right, blessed, yeah?
Yeah, that's the far.
All right.
Yeah,
blessed.
Happy New Year. Most things best.
Yeah, man. Everything, man.
Yeah, man, I call from up in the land of the brave one, you know.
The land of the way?
The land of the home of the brave.
The home of the brave. I'm free.
Yeah, the free.
All right, sir.
Yeah, one up, man. Yeah, you gotta put it on the man them still, but man, if you look on it from a different side still, I say the female them kind of get caught up in other thing more still.
More than what?
Because if the man sit down beside of them in the church pew, it kind of bring an imbalance in the home, you know, so.
Yeah, but the woman, most of the time,
whenever you want to grow the youth, and
most of the time, the woman I look after the business still. Most of the time, the woman I look after. The woman become father in the house.
Yeah, Yeah, but if it bring animosity in the home with how the father look to it and I say how the child for grow, then your mother pull one way, the father pull one way.
No, but sometimes most of the time the father not there. Me not talk about something that go on in the house. Me not talk about man go around the place and breed up woman and don't even know him pity them. That me talk about.
But as I say, I know where I come from, but you have to look on there's another kind to the thing.
No, me never say no kind of there. No, me I say the majority in a Jamaica, the majority of youth in a Jamaica, including myself, never grew up with no father. The majority of youth in a Jamaica, we're in our parents, is a one somebody in the house with them and their mother. Most of the time, the father not there in the house. Mm-hmm. That is why you have so much delinquent people about the place, because most of the time it's the father not there. Me never say you have another way. Of course, you have another way, but me I tell you, say, what is the majority in Jamaica?
All right, the majority based off of that. However, I'm on always say, if the society grow the kind of people then way it in the society. So the man don't get fixed already, you know.
What I mean get fixed? What do you mean?
Meaning him understanding and the way him look upon life, him worldview is actually fixed in a certain sense, in a way where it come from. You and the Virgin last week, I think, did have a reasoning. And did I use the word, he must say, the white people, them word that and things still. However, he might think on it from a different level, which in time of slavery, when we did enslave, with the, on the plantation, he never looked on it to say, well, in order for the generation to keep breeding on the plantation, them they put the youth them to have intercourse with them parent. You see what I mean? So those are the things where they get involved in it, and them things kind of resonate in the mindset, which is still there in the culture. Because if you look for most of the parents, they're mostly even I kind of see it with even grandparents. You see what I mean? When I look on life is them treat the female on a different level than how them treat a male. You see what I mean? From a youth, you come to, you might go out there and have enough woman and you as a dad start telling him, say, yo, you know, really want that, speak that in existence. And, that's the first thing come out of their mouth,
Yeah, you still talk about the case with the father there. I know that case I talk about. You still talk about father
the case where the society still have moved like, say, well, a man for go to a road and have a whole heap of woman or girl in a bungo.
The society do that or the man them do that?
The
society not tell a man. No, man, society not tell man to go there.
If a man have a concept of relatively where used to go on before. And him now look, there's no attitude towards self-reflection, and that now come from then. You see what I mean? It kind of take him in a space where I just what I say, peer pressure, and then things are kind of flourish out there, So
as a most man out there go breed up a whole heap of woman, then it's peer pressure cause it. Why you laugh?
Honestly, I don't live my life the way that.
No, me never say you live. No, I don't you me attack. I don't me because me not have no whole heap of picnic all over the place, Me ask you if this thing say most man will have picnic so it's peer pressure cause it. That me ask you.
Peer pressure, not 100% at a time.
Like how much percent so? Like how much percent?
Inside it,
Like how much percent so? Like how much percent so? You said not 100%, but
I can only talk to my experience and how it is.
But you can look at the society and see
my
where
dad did have to move on things still because him couldn't really.
Yeah.
There was no really, what would I say now?
Opportunity.
The vibes it kind of break down with the mom.
Mother,
So it's just them the thing there. And he never there in our society where work was available for him as a certain thing.
So you have to go somewhere. Well, that's your experience, right?
Yeah, that's
but you can't know other experience. You don't have to live a man experience to know the experience. So you can't see it in front of you. You also have some artists who have had 20 youth right now. You have man who have 20 youth and have boast about it, you know. Say, at 20 youth me have, you know. You know, you have man who stays in Jamaica.
Wow.
You think that's something for boast about?
No. If you take care of them, then that is different.
Take care of. You talk about take care. Take care of. You don't remember some of them. You talk about take care of.
Thanks again for the reason.
Yeah, man, of course. Give thanks.
I just the wife knows it's just I can't find the number. I'ma keep calling the operator and ask back for the number or whatever.
Which number? I
get a little pushback still.
You pass me now.
You come my yard with a link up.
Hold on, man. You pass me when you just say a while ago. What you say about number? Which number? What you talk about?
Yeah, the thing is, they call last year because the doctor wife to get something for me and I called last year about a number. Her phone number where they get me.
No, I don't know who. No, if you don't tell me what.
Operator.
What you ask her for? That she can't tell her what you ask her for.
Yeah, man. I did ask her about some garments. I did actually meet her back in Miami and I did buy buy 2 dresses from her. I did ask her about my garments.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, me too. Yeah. All right, Bridget. Give thanks. Yeah?
Honor. Thank you.
Yes. This is the Cutting Edge on IRFM. Make us see where I go on over here, so. Akibeka, otherwise known as Benjamin Van Benjamin.
People have a part in the game.
I'm coming forward to that. Yes, EL.
Hello.
Yeah, blessed.
Give thanks, man.
I see.
Another set of the children, them, you know. His grandmother always grow them to, you know.
Not that me say. So grandmother
grow say the mother.
No, I say the mother and the grandmother. I say grandmother grew up in, I know the grandmother are too young now to grow up in nowadays.
Yeah, because granny and the daughter look alike.
And that, may I tell you, them borrow them grandparents
clothes. Shoes and clothes.
Yeah, me say that.
The symbols.
Yeah.
The symbols is a language that every nation speak, you know, all the dummy them. And understand, overstand.
Yeah.
However, the arrow is a symbol of direction.
Yeah.
With another meaning of symbol of death. Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow fly.
Straight through my
lover's heart for me.
Yeah.
Coming up at this Valentine's Day, I see people have sent some cards and
Cupid palette.
Arrow going straight to her heart.
Yeah.
What does that symbolize?
It means you find her heart. You control her heart. Not control, but you find her heart.
By putting an arrow to it.
Yeah, well, it's symbol. You know, yeah. It's not like you kill the person. It's just a show, say, you're killing her softly with your tenderness.
Well, I think that is cool. If there were a woman and a man to know her heart,
that's the same thing when them tell you about Abraham crucify him only son for show how him love God. The symbol is terrible. A man
and that son just obediently just go lie down to take and know say never dead I never know.
Well, the story, if you read the story, it no matter if him didn't know or not. If him read the story, him take up him son and call him, say, him go carry him.
Yeah, man, and then when he look and see one ram.
Yeah, maybe tell him, say, I carry him, go to the store, go buy something too. A postcard.
But I just the thought they come across your mind about this.
The Cupid.
And to think about it, even the dummy.
No,
they know what the symbols mean.
Of course.
But when it come to the arrow now, it have a double meaning.
Yeah, that's why I tell you, say, the symbols speak to you more than words.
Yeah, man. And even to those who can speak the words, I hear them.
Yeah, I can read, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But give thanks again, brother. Bless yourself.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Yes, Akibeka, as we say. Here we go.
From the Mazayan to the Anid, 9 essences within, a distinct message within. Sing to teach in.
Yes, EL.
Hello.
Yeah, blessed.
Give thanks, man.
I see.
Another set of the children, them, his grandmother always grow them to,
Not that me say. The grandmother.
You say the mother.
No, I say the mother and the grandmother. I say grandmother grew up in, I know the grandmother are too young now to grow up in nowadays.
Yeah, because granny and the daughter look alike.
And that me I tell you, them borrow them grandparents.
But they have shoes and clothes.
Yeah, me say that.
The symbols.
Yeah.
The symbols is a language that every nation speak, all the dummy them. And understand, overstand.
Yeah.
However, the arrow is a symbol of direction.
Yeah.
With another meaning of symbol of death. Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow fly.
Straight through
my lover's heart for me.
Yeah.
Coming up with this Valentine's Day, I see people have sent some cards and
the Cupid on it.
Arrow going straight to her heart.
Yeah.
What does that symbolize?
It means say you find her heart. You control her heart. Not control, but you find her heart.
By putting an arrow through it.
Yeah, well, it's symbol. Yeah. It's not like you kill the person. It just a show say you're killing her softly with your tenderness.
Well, I think that is cruel. If you're a woman and a man tell me
that's the same thing when them tell you about Abraham crucify him only son for show him love God. The symbol is terrible. A man
and that son just obediently just go lie down to take and know say never dead I never know.
Well, the story, if you read the story, it no matter if him didn't know or not. If him read the story, him take up him son and call him, say, him go carry him.
Yeah, man, and then when he look and see one ram.
Yeah, maybe tell him, say, I carry him, go to the store, go buy something too. a postcard.
But, I just the thought they come across your mind about this.
The Cupid.
And to think about it, even the dummy.
No,
they know what the symbols mean.
Of course.
But when it come to the arrow now, it have a double meaning.
Yeah, that's why I tell you, say, the symbols speak to you more than words.
Yeah, man. And even to those who can speak the words, I hear them.
Yeah, I can read, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But give thanks again, brother. Bless yourself.
Yeah, man. Give thanks. Yes. Akibeka, as we say. Here we go. Yes, may I tell you, holiday the power. Yes, EL.
Muta.
Yeah, listen to the radio though.
Oh, tell me. I hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
We can hear it on a good point.
Which one are the point, them?
We are talking about the effect of symbols.
Okay. Yeah, we are going to sleep and continue to go on, brethren.
Huh?
Or if you go sleep and continue to go on, I'll call police for you,
Yeah, well, I'm tired. Look at the road.
Yeah, so what about it now where you say good? Tell me about it where you say good. You keep still listen to the radio, Virgin.
Yeah, man, the thing with symbol, back in the history show, you say, when they have people more illiterate, and whoever couldn't read that, then you say you can quell the people in the church. There are the symbols of Jesus and Mary upon the wall and everything there.
Yeah.
And dictate it to them.
It imprints on your head.
So, this is a short say, symbol really effective more than, even the road signs them. Who even can read and detect the signs.
Yeah, you have symbols for sure.
Symbol really more effective.
Yeah, man, that use symbol more than words. Yeah, man.
So even hieroglyphic is a language of symbol.
Yeah, of course.
Because you know the detection them.
Yeah, birds and animals and things, symbols.
And back to the thing where you're on the youth and the debate about family life and man and if you go far way back, you know. Because both what the youth are saying and what you are where the youth are saying and you are taking it on the instant time now where some man about 20 baby mother and what children. You hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you, man.
Yeah. That go back to hype and ignorance, you know, because the more conscious and literate man them, like we, now we just get up and do that, because we not go try to get people where we can maintain.
Yeah, that may I say.
And it has to do with trait too. If you go up for a mother and a father, and see your mother and your father, you and your sibling, and them both take care of them, you are going to live the same trait.
Yeah. That's why it's important to have the father.
And the old son.
Yeah.
The granny and go the children and the auntie.
Yeah, no.
That helps send off a way because the delinquency.
Yeah.
And all those are orchestrated and no, it's further than most people think.
Yeah. Historical.
And it has to do with psychological defects.
Yeah.
Because these things were intended to willingly change.
Brought on by slavery, because when the Africa, we never used to do that.
No. And people who are naked and never rape.
Man, father used to take care and pity them. And him did have more than one wife too.
And even now in a certain Sharia law, in a Arabic country, them, if a man even have 10 baby mother, I have to mind him pity them.
Oh, you mean? Of course.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
And then and there again, this way of Christianity with them bestow upon us, it defile our lifestyle and everything.
Yeah.
Because Christianity really means Roman Catholic is there.
Well, most sides based up for that.
Remember one time, we used to be a party, remember one time he come and check we, when Dr. Martin was here.
Which man?
I was on a land bookstore when it was down Church Street.
You mean the man who was responsible for the whole heap of Marcus Garvey about them?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Oh,
and the man took it to them, and I think 3 girls and I was going there. And yeah, video it too. You're supposed to have all the video.
You know same dead though. You know same dead, don't you?
When?
About 8 years ago.
I'm in a year, no man.
Yeah, well.
No, I can't believe we have
work too much. You work too much, man.
And I truth passing mash up now still, I know. Because I go there, my pastor and see my name sometime, and nobody not. And we always talk about him trying to take over to Dr. Ben Yokanan.
No, I'm dead long time. Tony Martin, him name.
Yeah, Tony Martin.
Yeah. We have to move
so,
now, we have to move.
So, I can do for you big up.
What you can do for me?
No, I can do for you. I big up 2 people.
Do it quick now, do it quick.
Yeah, man, more big up Miss Thompson and Debbie and Jason and Tashan and Talela.
Yeah, Miss Thompson said she has sleep, though.
Tiana.
Miss Thompson said she has sleep. You hear what me say?
From Sarah's.
Miss Thompson said she has sleep. Miss Thompson said she has sleep.
Well, could be.
You think a joke. She the right beside me.
The thing is, I call the number me, I get one white lady. So like you lose a number there.
You call my number and I get a white lady.
One lady will say she has the number there all on. The The last number I have here.
No, man, my number forever there, man. I don't change number, man. I'm a businessman, you know, I can't afford to change my number. We have to move. We have to move, man. We have to move.
All right.
Yeah. So we have to give thanks, you know. Give thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, Muta.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yep. Yeah, man, today I listen, give thanks for them comments I always make over the years, you know?
Yeah, man, give thanks, Virgin.
Yeah, reason, and we out there listen still. But Mr. Surprising this man, I took up I play a track where I play. The second music play since night.
The second music, you mean with Lady Smith?
Yes. I mean, I say, this man, I play the, when you read the Royal Rest Atrocity with the King Leopold from Belgium.
A long time, yeah.
Yeah, you play that music at the time. I mean, I listen to this man, I'm surprised he has passed away, you know?
Who passed away?
The person for the group or the play.
Oh, for ladies, Joseph Shambalala.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most music, you know, man, I feel program over the years, can keep in touch with things that are going otherwise.
Yeah, give thanks.
And I appreciate that over the years and coming up and on. But the comments you make this morning, very important, you know, because fathers figure leave the children them alone and them just upon them own, you know, without the mother or the grandmother.
Yeah.
You know, and it create that havoc among children, because sometimes children look on and see his father, and when his father look on him, you know, say, well, you have to keep put.
Yeah.
Father and did it, you know what? Give thanks over the years.
Mother vibes, there are different vibes, man, yes.
Yeah, we have come up on thing, you know, and give thanks to RFM who have the program over the years coming up.
Yeah.
You know, the tape regular, I can't tape against them, I can't listen, you know.
You can't go on YouTube, and that's the fascinating thing about it now, you can't hear it on YouTube.
Yeah,
we have some man out there we're religious.
Me and them pan cassette and things still relevant, so sometimes you can verse with people out there with things that don't reason about what we learn off of the cutting edge.
Yeah, all right, sir, give thanks, yeah?
All right, well tight.
You know, this your time, yes.
Yeah,
blessed man, how you do?
Yeah, the fight goes on, you know, with the demonstrations them last Thursday.
May I tell you, we are keep up with it, man. We are keep up with it.
A lot of the people.
We are keep up with it, man. We are keep up with it.
Yes, you know, because less than only.
Yell? What? Man, thing gonna get cut off.
It's racism, you know.
Yeah, we never hear you a while ago, you know.
No, we said this deporting thing is racism, you know what I mean?
Racism. Then as you say, even though the court said something, him still do it, him still decides him not listen to the court.
Yes, exactly. Determined, you know. And a lot of the people, it's just that their paperwork, evidence to show that they have a right to live in Britain and so. It's just got to be sorted out, you know. But him try to make it look like, say, all of them commit crimes and serious crimes, and that's a lie.
Yeah, a lie.
That is racism. Yes, and what I like, yesterday Jeremy Corbyn in Parliament said, use him as an example because Boris Johnson was born in New York City, and said that somebody like him who was involved with trying to get a journalist beat up and also deal with coke and that type of thing, he would be deported back to New York City because I'm racist. Yes. Boris Johnson never liked that at all. But the truth, yes.
I see you saying. Yeah.
Because he should be deported to New York City, Boris Johnson. Yes. And as the Savage Javid, the Indian, Pakistani thing talking about foreign criminals. You had better watch that his relatives them in Bristol and elsewhere. Some of them not born here, and some of them who born here who involved in activities. Why do I ask them to get deported? You know what I mean?
But immigrants build up land, immigrants build up England and America. Immigrants.
Precisely.
Yeah, build it up. So
because, and remember, Jamaica was the most valuable colony in the British Empire.
Of course.
When sugar was king, the most prized possession, Jamaica.
Make it
so what they have here, what they have here built up out of the labor of
slavery,
our ancestors and slave labor. And nobody should be deported like that to have been here from early childhood.
From 5 years old.
And then you want to punish them again by deporting them.
Well, where them going to do when them come? Because them don't know nobody yet. Them don't know nobody yet, so them don't know which part to go. Where them going to do? Where them going to do?
Precisely. And what the Jamaican government should do, Andrew, is refuse to issue travel documents. Because if the Jamaican government refused to issue travel documents to the people, they couldn't send them. They wouldn't be able to land.
Yeah.
So pressure must be put on the Andrew on his regime.
Yeah, but Andrew is not going to do that, man. Andrew is not going to do that.
Allowed, yes, to give the British any travel documents information.
But I use as you talk this, so Andrew is not going to do that. Him too busy not try to please America and China. Him not going to do that.
But not the people of Jamaica who are supposed to be representing.
Yeah, but him not going to do that. I use as you talk that.
And this is why you have to pressure. And he go to show you this whole foolishness about Queen Elizabeth is the head, the Queen of Jamaica and King. So there is it that you have Jamaicans being deported and it's supposed to be for them Queen. This is why you and I and others have said Jamaica must be a republic that the Governor General don't represent us. Exactly. You see?
The city refer to land as crown land in Jamaica.
There must be no further deporting. And there must be the publication which Boris Johnson deliberately holding out of the lessons to be learned. The report about the post-Winross situation.
Yeah.
It has been done, but because he knows that the implementing of the recommendation would mean he would not be able to
carry out the racist thinking. The
deporting people, sitting on it. You see? But the fight goes on, Muta, and I keep you and other people.
Yeah, man, give thanks,
you know what I mean?
Give thanks.
But the fact that we come out last Thursday and
that was a good thing, man.
And Monday,
that was a good thing. Good thing. I was following up right through. Right through I followed. Give thanks.
Yeah, man.
Blessed, yeah, man, give thanks. Yeah. Yes, so, all right.